We all know America thinks they are doing us a favor by giving us 1 month, the shortest month of the year, 28 days in February, to celebrate Black History Month. But we all know anyone with the skin or the pigmentation, the melanin like mine, we know Black history is daily. We know it is a lived experience. And as growing up, and even today, when they celebrate and acknowledge people for Black History Month, it is those people we have read about in school, college, people we see globally, internationally, and globally known, like Sojourner Truth, Harriet Tubman, Thurgood Marshall, Frederick Douglass, people like that. All of those people are great. But I'm here to tell you, we have some living legends in Nebraska. So today, I am going to introduce to some and present to others a woman who has served as the president of the NAACP from 1989 to 1991, served as the Grand Worthy Matron of Amaranthas Chapter from 1973 to 1975. She also had the opportunity to serve Dr. Martin Luther King, and she has been a part of Amaranthas Grand Chapter, Order of the Eastern Stars, Nebraska jurisdiction, Prince Hall affiliated for 68 years. I would like to introduce and present past Grand Matron Patricia Brown.
And the fried chicken and the potato salad, and sweet potato pie and lemonade.
As for a special guest.
And there's Dr. King and Ralph Abernathy.
Patricia Brown remembers the night Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. came to dinner.
Right here. I was about pregnant with my son. We were just besides ourselves. Dr. Martin Luther King here in Omaha in our house.
Miss Brown says she was honored to welcome a guest for the movement she'd long been part of.
We started marching about different things that weren't right. And so we believed in Dr. Martin Luther King, you do things a nonviolent march, And so we were always nonviolent.
Brown says they battled for equal housing, equal rights, even equal access to the local pool.
Several of my friends that I know, they decided to picket it and go out there and say, well, how come we can't swim out here? And eventually that led to them really draining the swimming pool. Didn't have a swimming pool anymore.
As frustrating as the discrimination was, Brown calls the fight organized, peaceful.
But then things just changing around in the city. We had this young Black girl that was shot, Vivian Strong, and she was shot down at the Fontenelle Projects, and shot in the back of her head, and before you knew it, we had a riot on 24th Street.
A fiery scene in 1969 that Brown says she was reminded of the summer of 2020. More than 50 years later.
I was appalled on 72nd and Dodge when they did that to Target and some other stores out there that was in the, I think it was the Crossroads Mall. And I said, oh my goodness, this is history repeating itself.
Do you think it's upsetting for you to see that?
Oh yes, definitely so, because this is my city. I've been here all my life. I'm 83 years old, and I've been here all my life, And to see them do that, that just bothered me, but there's nothing you can do about it but wait, and see what happens.
In school, we're taught that a big part of the civil rights movement that sort of moved things along was the televising of people being hosed down in the streets and dogs attacking people.
Right.
Because it brought it into people's homes. It made them see it for the first time.
This is true.
In that era, at that time, do you think that really helped move things along, was people seeing it?
Oh, yes. And the thing is, when Dr. Martin Luther King walked across the bridge and they had the hose on them, trying to keep them from coming across the bridge and hose them down. And John Lewis, he was hit in the head. I mean, you could see that. But the thing is, I'm thinking, like with George Floyd, I'm thinking they're starting to say, enough is enough. Enough is enough.
we've had a lot of people that referred to the death of George Floyd as sort of this turning point for this modern day movement.
That was it.
Do you think that's true?
Yes, I do believe that's true. And then there were several others, Michael Brown and several others. But the thing is, you didn't actually see. You were just going by what you were told. But you saw George Floyd. You saw him laying on the ground, gasping for breath, calling for his mom. I mean, it was there in plain sight. So how could you deny that?
What do you have to say to young people who are fighting this fight now?
Just hang in there, but move along, you know, and listen. Listen to your peers or your people, parents or those older to you. Listen and find out their experiences, and then keep on trudging along to move it along. And hopefully you can do it non-violently. I'm just hoping that if any of our young people look at January
Listen
the
to your
6th, they'll
grandparents,
see that
elders.
that's not the way. That's not the way. And look at, we got the first black woman, I get choked up, as the Vice President of the United States. That's what you should strive for, not through violence, through here. You know, that's the way it should be.
In Omaha, I'm Jasmine Putney.
Okay, as you see, Miss Patricia Brown has had lived experiences, been through, been through a lot, and has given sound advice. She said, young people, listen to your parents, listen to those who came before you. If you really knew the struggle, you would definitely understand what she's saying as far as the movement. She also advocated for nonviolence. So today you have met Patricia Brown. She has held so many positions. President of the Urban League, again, the president of the NAACP from 1989 to 91, head of the state for Nebraska OES, the Order of the Eastern Stars from 1973 to 75. Here is a living legend. And thank you. We are celebrating and putting a shine on you today, Miss Pat, for Black History Month. Have a great day.